Welcome back, everyone, to the last day of our Divorcing Intact Summit, and I am over the moon, ecstatic to be speaking with Dr. Diana Kirschner. And let me give you an update and tell you all about Dr. Diana. Dr. Diana appeared on Oprah and starred in a PBS TV show special on love. And she has helped tens of thousands all over the world to create greater self-esteem and more loving relationship through her global loving mentoring program. I can't wait to talk about that. Dr. Diana's latest book is The Diamond Self Secret. Say goodbye to your inner critic and hello to self-acceptance, serenity, and lasting love. Oh, I love that. She's also authored the bestseller Love in 90 Days, and Dr. Diana's website is loveinninetydays.com, and it is the leading source of dating and relationship advice. Oh, I'm so privileged to be with you today, so thank you so much.
I'm so happy to be with you, Kristen.
So let me tell everybody how we came to be sitting together. Well, you know, I'm pretty open with this high conflict divorce that I have gone through. And one weekend I was feeling, you know, a little bit lonely and had my great laptop, and I think it was a Facebook feed, and there you were. It was a live radio show, and it was just profound healing and love that came over. And then I reached out to you, and no, it's just been such a uplift in a very dark time. So I'm so grateful for your work and your sharing. So thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be with you.
So talk to me a little bit about what I love on your website. So you have to visit your Dr. Diana's website. Love in 90 Days is your mission. And it says your mission is to give you all the tools you need to find the right partner and create the lasting love relationship you've always wanted. That is so profound right there. That's what you do. That's amazing.
Yeah,
And so
it all starts with healing, you know, and self-love. And, you know, when you're in a dark time, and we've all been in dark times, some much darker than others, that's really where it starts, really inside. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I know that's what you want to talk about.
it is. And I thought we could talk about that sense of bitterness, you know, and what if you are troubled with bitterness about your divorce?
Yes, yeah. Well, you know, divorce is so wrenching, and so it just has so much pain in it, and so much heartbreak usually. And so there is, for most people in that situation, tremendous amount of bitterness, some resentment. There is, you know, a lot of actual trauma that happens, you know, to the brain, trauma actually in the body, and people don't realize that, you know, there's so much like that going on. And so when you have bitterness and you have resentment and you have this kind of trauma going on, the most powerful thing to do is to actually make sure you have a spiritual or religious practice. You know, because a spiritual or religious practice is the ultimate salve for your body. It's the ultimate salve for your mind. It's the ultimate healing. It's how you actually get to the point where you can let go of this once and for all, this entangled, horrible drama that has just been ripping your insides out. It's so, you know, and I do mean either spiritual, you know, where, you know, you're doing meditation, you're practicing yoga, you're taking, you know, spiritual growth courses, or if you have a religion and you believe in God or goddess, actually amping up your prayer life. Now, sometimes that is hard because you've been so hurt and it feels like you have lost belief in a God. It's like you are like, if this could happen to me after everything I've done for him, after everything, how good I was, you know, uh, how could there be a God? You know, it's like, I don't even want to pray. I just don't even want to pray because I'm like angry at God,
Right,
angry at the universe, because how could the universe let this happen to me? I mean, I crossed all the T's. I dotted the I's. I was great with the kids. I was bringing in money. I was, you know, giving them great sex. I mean, what the hell, you know? Um, but um, but as hard as it is, it's like you want to just start doing it for yourself. It's just for yourself. It's like you're just going to do it, even though you don't feel it. You're not feeling it. You're going to pray. You're going to meditate. You know, you're just going to do it for 2 minutes. Let's say 2 minutes. And then,
I love that because it always feels that it's just one more thing. Maybe someone's feeling like it's just one more thing I have to do, and how can I add one more thing that I'm barely getting out of bed for? You know, I'm barely doing my daily activities. How can I add one more thing to do? And what was so helpful for me is that is a reminder of what you just said. For me, it was a reminder to go back to, you know, your basics, go back to your routine. And if you had a spiritual routine, just like brushing your teeth, if you did something that uplift you daily, then go back to that. And just like you said, it doesn't have to be, it could be a quick, you know, 5 minutes of just saying thank you or sitting in the energy of thank you. But that was the profound takeaway that really helped me, because it was as if I knew what I should have been doing, but that part of the bitterness, you know, was just, and I don't think it was bitterness or sadness or hurt or, you know, which maybe appeared as bitterness, was just keeping me from taking that action. And I think the quicker that you can instill that, you shift out of that victim, right? The victim of this situation.
the better off you are, absolutely. And I might add that this can be done in bed. Can be done before you fall asleep. You know, you say your mantra, you say your prayer, you say things that you're grateful for today. Or if you wake up in the middle of the night, you could do it, or in the morning just before you get up. So it's not necessarily something that has to be added to the to-do list for the day, but it's something that has a big, big healing power for you. And after everything you've been through, all you guys who are watching this, just to choose that for yourself is fantastic.
It is. It's amazing to, you know, think of baby steps, and you know, it's like eating the elephant, you know, at one bite. So take the baby steps and the learning to fall back in love with yourself first.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why I love the Diamond Self Secret, because it just talks about that sparkly part of you that gets so, clouded with
Yeah, you lose it. Going through a divorce, you lose it. You lose that original happiness, the original charisma, that original innocence. It gets lost and it gets covered, and and that's that. But that's the real you, even though you can hardly remember it. That is the real you, and that's where the diamond self-identity builds. It builds, bringing that out. We do that a lot in the love mentoring program. I have this team of love mentors who are awesome. They're over the moon, amazing people, and when we work with people who are divorcing, it's the first thing we do is help them access that diamond self-identity and even make it better than before.
I know.
Being great is the best revenge. No. Yes or no?
That is true. And that goes right into the self-esteem, the diamond self. So what are some of the tips of the self-confidence and the self-esteem, muscle that gets atrophy during a divorce and this trauma?
Well, it's very important to put yourself with people who care about you, who are going to love on you, who value you. Research shows that if you cry and release your pain to a dear friend, it actually produces painkillers in the brain, actual painkillers in the brain. And so it's very important to be with your loved ones. And also in a dark time like this, amazing time, to give yourself the gift of a love mentor. And that is somebody who is like a loving, healing fairy godmother for you, just for you, to help you feel better about yourself, to help you figure out which ball you want to go to now. Or if you don't want to go to the ball, just to hang out in the house with your fairy godmother, loving on you and telling you, that you are wonderful, telling you the truth about yourself, and that the real innocent, loving piece of you that is so great and still there. It's still there.
So what I love about how you just shared about the coaching is that what I find too, even in my private coaching sessions for my clients, sometimes you're not even aware of where you are in that emotional, a meter, if you will. And so what I love that you offer through your coaches are, complimentary little times just to taste how that would be, and feel how that would be. And so I know that people are able to find that through your website, but you have so many resources on your websites or blogs and your books, and your gifting of a complimentary coaching session is just, it's phenomenal. And I have, of course, referred that to my clients when they're having a situation of either, not being in a relationship or looking, for a new relationship, or deciding if they want to start dating. So it really doesn't matter where you are. Your team of love mentors are so powerful, and they're all trained under your guidance. So all of them.
Blessing. It's such a blessing. It's just amazing to be able to work with people like that. We, for example, we've had people who even just after they have one session, be able to gather strength to move out of a bad situation, to move away from an abusive situation. It's hard to do it alone, especially if you're being swallowed up with someone who's attacking you, or who's abandoning you, or who's making you feel, I don't like that phrase, making you feel, but it certainly seems like they're making you feel bad.
Right.
It certainly feels that way.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that you would share one of the tips that you have about the chocolate cake exercise, that one of your coaches and you're so generous with sharing that on your website, but I was hoping that you could talk about that, because that is in your book also.
Yes, it's in the Diamond Self Secret. So why don't I give it to you? You want to experience it?
I do.
Watching will experience it too?
I would love it. I would love it.
So close your eyes and think about your favorite dessert. It could be a creme brulee, or the most moist, luscious chocolate cake, or
chocolate cake. It's in my head. It's a big honking piece of chocolate cake. I see it.
Yes. So think about, now you're looking at that dessert and you're thinking how yummy and amazing and incredible it is, and you're thinking about how when you eat it, and there's no calories in this one, but when you eat it.
Oh no, now another piece just popped right next to it, because you said there's
it feels really good in your mouth, and it just feels so yummy, and as you're swallowing it, it just feels like it's going down so smoothly, and it's just filling you with all this wonderful pleasure, and you're feeling so good and so happy, and there's no calories with this one. It's just all delicious, all yummy, and all wonderful. Yeah, good job. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I want you to imagine that you are that chocolate cake. You are that sumptuous, voluptuous, yummy, amazing, 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 irresistible chocolate cake. And you have the soft frosting on top, and there's like amazing frosting in the middle, and it's just yummy, yummy cake. You are that yummy, yummy, yummy cake, and you're so irresistible. And I want you to imagine that you're in a social situation, maybe a party or something like that, and you are exuding all that yummy feeling, all that yummy, irresistible feeling. And the people are picking up on it because it's your charisma that's coming right out. Your charisma, which is energy, which is that beautiful, irresistible energy, which is coming out. And how that feels, where you just feel so much like you are just, it's a pleasure to just even look at you, to be with you. It's a total pleasure and creates such happiness. Okay? How was that? Open your eyes.
Oh, I was in this beautiful brown dress. At first I thought the dress was going to be red, but it was beautiful brown dress.
Well, that was invented by one of our love mentors, that exercise.
I love that. It's so peaceful and wonderful. And what I love about, I can share something personal with my experience with my love mentor. She was just perfect, Tamara Green, and she's just wonderful. But we were talking, and she could see me, and she goes, "That's a great first date outfit." And they went like this, "Really?" And she's like, "It's a great first date outfit." He goes, "Keep that together." And I'm like, "Oh, that's what I needed." I'm like, "This is my first date outfit. I love it." So it was just like little stuff like that, because I was seriously like, in my little blinders, I'm going to work today. I have this outfit on and not really aware. And she's like, "There you go. That's your first date outfit."
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, that's what a great love mentor does. They're like a combination of an amazing fairy godmother who loves on you and makes you feel better about yourself and focuses on all your gifts and all your triumphs and how you can rise from the ashes and be better than ever, absolutely better than ever, but also a kind of wingman who's just a practical person who just says, I know the way, I know how to get you to your destination, whether it's feeling good about yourself, self-love, self-confidence, self-esteem, or dating when you're ready for that. And I know the way, and I can just guide you because I'm your wingman, and, I won't let you crash and burn.
Well, I've been, I have to get another copy of Love in 90 Days because I pass it around. So Tamara sent me one and I got one. I've been giving them away, and sad but true. But, there's a lot of people that in your inner circle that you don't realize. You don't really realize what everybody's story is, what is, what are they walking in their shoes. And so I know you and I are on the same sheet of music about the power of a coach. And, I've been in my private practice a very long time, almost 2 decades. And it's just that uplift that you need in a different kind of way. And it's just a very special relationship. And your information that you provide is just, amazing. So we did the chocolate cake exercise, and that was wonderful. And I just wanted to close with, what is one other, what is the most asked question maybe when you have a brand new person coming to you for your services? What is that one question that just seems to reoccur over and over again of you?
Well, it's usually, how can I build my self-confidence? Really, that's really the central issue, because, you're feeling quite often like you just don't have a clue. And so how do you go about doing that? And, we just had a case, this woman who, started with us during a divorce and started love mentoring and really worked on her self-esteem and developed a diamond self nickname for herself, which was Beloved Mighty Isis. And now it's been a couple of years, well, a little more than a couple of years, but she actually met this fabulous guy, and she's better than ever. She's better than ever. They're getting married in Jamaica. It's going to be amazing. And she's so happy that she divorced. She's so happy that she moved on. Then she really moved to a higher level in her self-love with the help of a love mentor, and then really to a much better match. So I would say to everybody, don't quit before the miracle. Even though a miracle seems impossible, don't quit before the miracle. You can do it. You can transform yourself. I don't care what's been happening. I don't care if you've been betrayed, you've been dumped, you've been used. Don't quit before the miracle. You make a commitment to yourself and you keep going, and you do not quit before the miracle, because there will be a miracle.
Well, I love that, because I say that too also, and you're such a hope holder. And if you are brave enough to take that first step to reach out to you, and what is so special about our time today is that you have an awesome gift for the audience. And if you're brave enough to take that, you'll be connected into this network of hope holders.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it's very exciting. I have this team of love mentors, and these are the people I would go to if I had a problem in love. In fact, one of them coached me for my PBS special because I was so overwhelmed. I didn't have any acting training or anything. I had to carry this whole show. So I asked one of them to coach me, and it went really, really well. But so I can, for right now, offer a free 40-minute consult by phone or Skype with one of my love mentors.
Okay.
And all they have to do is go to lovein90days.com. That's lovein90days.com, and click on the coaching tab and fill out the form. But the main thing is to say at the bottom of the form, Kristen sent me. So make sure you fill in Kristen sent me, right? So that I can make sure you get placed and you get connected to a really great love mentor. And I know you come from this divorce summit. I know, generally more of what you're going to need. And also, sometimes we get swamped with requests for love mentoring sessions. And this way, if I know that you say Kristen sent me, I will make sure you get one.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So if you look at all the forms and it's my name and I say Kristen sent me, does that still count? I wouldn't do that, even though I might. No, just kidding.
Well, I'm still able to actually hand match the referrals that come in. It's so dear to me. It's so dear to me because I get to read this little bit about what your situation is on the form. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, this love mentor would be perfect for her. And so I get that intuition and that inspiration, and it's so precious to me. It's just, to provide like fairy godmothers for people.
I know.
It's so, because I had a fairy godmother. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have my love mentor fairy godmother. There's no way. So, I feel like I get to pay it forward, and it's such a blessing. I just feel fantastic about it.
Well, thank you. And it was such an honor to have this time together. And of course, your information will be, connected. You can connect it through my website, and we'll, of course, send everything out that they will find you and be able to sign up for those amazing sessions. So thank you very much. And I am so grateful. And once again, it's Love in 90 Days. That's a resource for you. So if you're sitting home and you're feeling, hopeless and lonely and confused, go see Dr. Diana, because every girl should have a fairy godmother. Thank you so much.
You're the best.
You are. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.